again. You know, there's a little verse in the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 27, that I had written in the front of my Bible for many, many years. It says this: "The lazy man does not roast what he took in hunting, but diligence is man's most precious possession." Diligence is man's most precious possession. And you know, I believe that as Christians, we need to learn to walk a life of diligence. The word diligence means to be determined. It means to have discipline. It brings order. It makes us organized. It deals with the details of life. You know, the scripture tells us that a little fly spoils the ointment. It's the little things in life that if we don't give careful attention to, that little attitude, that little situation, that little interaction, that little bit of conflict, if we don't give attention to it, what starts small can grow big and big and big, and ultimately can bring many problems. It's like a seed. You know, a seed falls into our hearts, a seed of bitterness, a seed of anger, seed of resentment, jealousy. It's so small. Don't worry about it. It's so insignificant. But we need to be diligent to make sure that we don't allow any small thing, any attitude or anything like that to take root in our hearts. We need to be diligent. Diligent in the way we read the scriptures. Diligent in our prayer life. Diligent in the way we take care of ourselves, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Diligent in our relationships. Diligent in the way we walk in everyday life. You know, some people don't like the word diligent because they think it sounds a little bit like being religious. It sounds a bit about, I don't want to be under law. But you know, that's just an excuse. Diligence is an attitude of heart. It is the result of a hunger to know God and to know Him more and to serve Him in a better way. You know, before we were married, it was nothing for me to hike for 12, sometimes 18 hours to go and see Jane. We're about to be married, and I had to go from one country to another. And I would go just for a day. Back in those days, there was no phones that worked properly. They didn't have emails or SMS or anything like that, or WhatsApp. So, diligence in keeping the relationship well. It took time, it took effort, it cost. But the result, it was a blessing, it was rewarding. And so this attitude of diligence is something we need in our hearts, in everything we do. I want to encourage you to walk in diligence in your relationship with the Lord and people and in God's service. Lord bless you.